Welcome to Ranger Reviews, a web series where we look at episodes of the TV show Power Rangers and then discuss them. Today we're exploring the 94th episode of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, as well as the 24th episode of Season 2 titled Where There's Smoke, There's Fire. We begin in Miss Appleby's classroom where she introduces a special guest, Firefighter Newman, who Kim and Aisha think is super cute for absolutely no reason. He's literally the most generic white guy I have ever seen. Also, he has the thickest southern accent. He's apparently going to be picking the fire captain from Angel Grove High based on their essays. He has selected Aisha Campbell. Zed sees this and he says he's going to make Angel Grove the hottest spot on earth, and Goldar says, "I'm gonna send down some putties with matches," and one of the best lines ever. Back at school, Aisha shows the hazards of overloading electrical circuits, which devolves into a conversation about hair care before an adorable Dalmatian comes in, followed by Bulk and Skull in firefighter attire. They hijack Aisha's presentation, trying to show slides of the Bulkmeyer barbecue, known to the fire department as the big one. And then he ends up overloading the outlet and it charges, so Aisha just rips it out, unplugging it, and then just extinguishes literally nothing. And then, she says, "Remember everyone, water and electricity don't mix." Where was the water in all of this? At the youth center, Aisha is bugging everyone to get posters up, and she even asked Tommy to put flyers up at the mall, gas station, and video arcade since he's going to go to the park. Kim and Billy and him talk about how she's taking this a little bit too seriously, and Kim defends her. Rocky, Adam, and Tommy are running together in the park before they're jumped by putties. There's a decent putty fight where you realize that each of these actors are insanely awesome martial artists. They defeat the putties, and Tommy says he's going back to the youth center to check in with the others. There, Ernie says that he'll do the minor things that need to be done by next week for Aisha, and she chews him out for it. She's acting like a total bitch to everyone. Tommy comes up and he mentions what happened, and Aisha sees her flyers in his back pocket and she tells him to get going. Meanwhile, Bulk and Skull talk about how they're going to chase fires because when there's trouble, there's the Power Rangers and they usually show up then. Zed sees this and sends down his latest creation, the Flamehead monster, who just comes in on a horse and spits out fire. Bulk and Skull talk about how unafraid of fire they are when Flamehead creates a giant flame behind them in a barrel and then proceeds to spit more at them as they run away, jumping into a nearby lake. Tommy, Rocky, and Adam find the barrels of fire, seeing Flamehead. They morph. There's a super slow-mo fight between the three and the monster before they're hit back. Ernie complains about Aisha to Billy and Kim before a news report comes up about how there are fires all abound. Aisha feels like she is responsible because she's the fire captain. Also, she's an idiot. A teenager is not going to be held responsible for this. The three go to the command center and they see that the other Rangers are fighting. Aisha says that she's going to go to the park and help the others while Kim and Billy try to find a way to put out the fires. Aisha morphs solo. More putties come sputtering in, and while the four Rangers are fighting, Aisha keeps stealing putties to hit, going way overzealous throughout the entire fight. I'm really confused as to what the lesson here is. Alpha teleports the other Rangers to the command center, and Zordon tells Aisha that she can't do everything on her own, so stop being a little bitch. Aisha admits that she still has a lot to learn about being a Power Ranger, and the six go back to the park with Kimberly and Billy, now morphing. They fight Flamehead, and Aisha says, "Let's hold hands to combine our morphing powers," like that's a damn thing. But apparently, it is, because they literally hit flames away by holding hands. The hell just happened? Doesn't matter because Flamehead grows giant, losing its head guard. The Rangers call out their Thunder Zords, forming the Thunder Megazord. They fight Flamehead by punching in the face over and over again, and then firing some random mist from absolutely nowhere before they just slice it with the Thunder Saber, killing the monster. Was Tommy taking like a smoke break or something? At the youth center, Aisha apologizes to everyone for being a crappy person, and Bulk and Skull come in, saying that they got kicked off of the wannabe firefighter thing, and Ernie brings a cake with candles lit to show Aisha appreciation for all of her hard work. But then this also causes like a PTSD episode to occur, so Skull, who ends up like tossing water onto Bulk, and it's like a whole thing, and yeah, man, this season's testing my patience. Honestly, it feels like a whole lot of nothing is happening at all, and it's really frustrating. Seeing Aisha be a bad person without any spell to influence her was nice, but other than that, this episode was pretty stale. It'd mean something more if Aisha was actually a character, like, at all. but she's not even a stereotype at this point. She might as well be a cardboard cutout who wears yellow. It's a shame because replacing Trini with someone a bit edgier or angsty could have been a cool juxtaposition, but alas. Will next episode get any better? Until then, may the power protect you.